Let's talk about rainy day prep for your dog because if it's going to be raining and you know it's going to be raining, there's some things you can do to help yourself get a little less stressed when the rain comes and your dog is trapped inside all day. The first is that we want to get your dog's energy out. So get outside, go out into your fenced in yard, go for a walk, go to the park, go do something to get their energy out. Even if it means you have to get up a little early to do it, getting their energy out at the beginning of the day and as close to that rain coming as possible is going to be to your benefit. You want to make sure you're getting as much energy out before that rain comes as possible. So if the rain is starting in the morning, get out, go play, get them inside. If the rain is coming later in the morning or in the afternoon, play early in the morning, then get out to play as much as possible before that rain shows up, right up to the point where the rain is starting to come down. I make sure I get my dogs out to exercise in any way that I can. And that's playing in the yard, that's going for a walk in the park, that is using our flirt pole to really make them run around and do things. I am heavily investing my time into making sure their energy is out. Then once I have all the energy out that I can, I am also making sure that I have things prepared inside. And that comes down to making sure they have games and enrichment things to do and making sure that I'm covering my furniture and preparing the house. Because we know if it's raining, we're still going to have to go outside for those bathroom breaks for your dog, meaning they're going to pick up all the rainwater. If it's muddy out, if there's dirt or clay or things that are going to get picked up inside of their fur, that is then all going to be transferred into your house. On your carpets, it is going to be on your couch. If you allow them on your furniture, it's going to be a bit of a problem. So I make sure that I have things covered up. I have blankets on the couch and the bed's covered if we're going to be in those rooms. That way, even as they're tracking things in, I can then, when the rain is done, just scoop up those blankets, take them outside, shake off any grass or anything, and then I can pop them in the washing machine to get those clean while protecting as much of my house as possible. So I want to make sure that things are covered up and ready to go, but I also want something to occupy their time. So I'm looking for enrichment tools. I am looking for things for them to do. I love to bring novelty games into the house. So things we only do on rainy days so that that's not something that they're always used to doing or that they're going to get bored doing because they have access to it at other times. So I have lots of videos on how to do some of these things. You can check out the playlist down below in our enrichment playlist, but I like things like bringing a ball pit inside and letting them search for their food in a ball pit. I like doing different puzzle feeders or puzzle toys. I like bringing in new toys. So sometimes there are toys that I just simply will not let them have any other time than those rainy days. And that allows them to have something new and interesting to do. I also want to make sure that I'm inventing new games, I'm teaching them new tasks, and I'm spending time with them during these rainy days because they're going to get really bored because they can't go out to play. So I am making sure that I'm putting the time and effort into preparing their physical energy and their mental energy before that rain comes. And that is getting the energy out outside, and that is giving them something to do inside so that they're not destructive, so that they're not bored, so that they're not staring out the window and barking at everyone. I am giving them new things to do. And that can be snacks, that can be chews, that can be those puzzle toys, that can be the new toys, but I also like to hide things around the house and make them find it. So it's kind of like a little Easter egg hunt. We just did a video on Easter egg hunts. And those are really fun things to do during rainy days as well, but you can just hide things around the house and make them come and find it. You can also do games where you're going to be tossing treats and they have to run to get them. So if you have a staircase and your dog can manage staircases, you can stand at the top and toss a treat down and they have to run down and get it. And then they have to come back up to you and they run down to get another one and they come back up to you. You can use treats for this. You can use training treats. That's a little less calories, or you can use pieces of their dog food to toss and let them go and find. Again, you can hide them around your house. You can toss them places. You can toss them across the room or down the hallway. You can do this with toys too. So if you've got a tennis ball or some kind of ball that they like to play with, just toss it and let them bring it back and forth in your house. So spending a little bit of time and effort to make sure they're ready before that rain comes is only going to work to your benefit. Now, sometimes rain does not announce itself. Sometimes it happens in the middle of the night, so you wake up and it's just rainy all day, and you can't really get their energy out. That means you're going to have to spend more time and effort inside, giving them some stimulation and something to do to vent that energy so that it's not all bottled up, because then that just leads to chaos in your house. So you want to make sure that you are putting that time and effort in before rain happens so that you know what to do and when to do it. That can mean sitting down and coming up with a plan on a nice day. So if you know the toys you're going to engage them with, the things you're going to try to do, the basic action plan, then when that rain shows up, you already know what to do. Think of it very much along the lines of creating a fire escape plan for your family. Know your exits, know where you're going to meet up, have that plan in place so heaven forbid something happen, you know what to do. In this situation, you are coming up with things that are going to be stimulating and get some of that energy and that mental frustration out of your dog during those rainy days. Having the plan, having something tucked away in a closet or in a back room that you can pull out so that you don't have to go outside to your shed or go get something from your car. If you have access to it where you're not going to go out in the rain, that's going to be even better for you. So having that plan, knowing what you're going to do, and then mixing it up a little bit, even things that you can come up with like a list of 10 things to do and rotate through them on different rainy days, that is going to be helpful to you. Putting in a tiny bit of work up front is going to save you a lot of frustration later on. So drop your ideas down below. What do you do on rainy days to help stimulate your dog and make sure that they are not going off the walls when you are stuck inside all day long and they can't get out to play? We want to build each other up as a community, so let's get the conversation going in the comments section and follow along because I have tons of tutorials on how to do rainy day activities and how to prepare for those rainy days here on the channel, and we only have more coming with me and with some fabulous special guests who are coming in to help you build up the best dog parent life possible in our daily videos. We'll see you in the upcoming episodes.